Imagine a world where half a continent's soul has been obscured, where centuries of brilliance, rebellion, beauty and tragedy have been flattened into grey concrete and Cold War clichés. Now forget all that, because it's time to meet the real Eastern Europe. This region isn't just a leftover from a bygone era, it's alive. In 2024 alone, tourism to Eastern Europe surged by over 30%, not because it's cheap but because it's stunning. Vibrant cultures, cutting-edge cities, castles older than empires, food that hits like history, and people who've survived everything and still know how to dance. So let's pull back the curtain, let's step beyond the stereotypes. This is your guide to the real Eastern Europe. We begin in the Baltics, Estonia, Latvia and Lithuania. 3 small countries on the northeastern edge of Europe, once occupied, now electrified. Estonia is one of the most digitally advanced nations on Earth. You can register a business online in 15 minutes. Public Wi-Fi everywhere. Government services almost entirely online. But don't mistake that efficiency for sterility. Tallinn's medieval old town looks like a fantasy novel, and the cultural identity here is fiercely preserved. Next door, Latvia and Lithuania balance beautiful capital cities with deep folklore traditions and a growing voice in European politics. These are countries with scars but also swagger. Head south and the tempo changes. Poland rises. A cultural titan, a survivor of partitions, uprisings, world wars and communism. And now, one of the EU's largest economies. Warsaw, rebuilt from scratch after World War II, is proof of resilience. Kraków, untouched by bombs, feels like a time capsule of Gothic architecture, cobblestone charm and Chopin echoing through the streets. But Poland isn't stuck in its past. Its tech sector is booming. Its youth is global. Is it politics? Complicated. Like the region itself, proud, restless and deeply aware of history. Move further into the heart of Eastern Europe, and you reach Czechia, Slovakia and Hungary. Czechia, yes, we're using the short name more than beer and Prague spires. Though let's be honest, the beer is world-class. It's a place where literature, art and rebellion have always simmered. The Velvet Revolution, born here. Kafka, Dvořák, Mucha, all Czech. Brno and Ostrava are on the rise too. Think of them as Prague's creative younger cousins. Slovakia, smaller and quieter, is all about hidden beauty. From alpine peaks to medieval castles to folk traditions that feel untouched by time. And Hungary. Budapest might be one of the most underrated capital cities in the world. Thermal baths, ruined bars, and a parliament building that looks like a Gothic spaceship. It's a country of contradictions, ancient and avant-garde, nationalist and cosmopolitan, rural and electric. Let's go. Romania and Bulgaria are next. Both are often misunderstood, often underestimated and always unforgettable. Romania is wild in the best way. Transylvania isn't just Dracula stories, its real villages, fortified churches and Carpathian landscapes feel mythic. Bucharest, with its blend of brutalist leftovers and Belle Epic architecture, is chaotic, creative and buzzing with energy. Romania is where tradition meets tech startups and folklore meets EU regulation. Bulgaria. It's Europe's oldest continuously inhabited nation. It has Thracian tombs, Black Sea beaches, Orthodox monasteries clinging to cliffs, and a culinary identity that's rich, fresh and underrated. Sofia mixes Soviet blocks with golden domes and hipster cafes. And let's not forget Plovdiv, one of the oldest cities in the world, with layers of Greek, Roman, Ottoman and Bulgarian history. These are countries that keep rewriting their own stories, often in defiance of how they're portrayed. And there's the Balkan Peninsula. Complex, beautiful, fractured and fearless. Serbia, Croatia, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Montenegro, North Macedonia, Albania. Each distinct, each layered. Croatia's coastline could rival Italy's and often does. Game of Thrones gave Dubrovnik global fame, but places like Split, Zadar and the islands are just as breathtaking. Meanwhile, inland cities like Zagreb blend Austro-Hungarian elegance with modern Balkan cool. Serbia is full of surprises. Belgrade is raw, real and raging with nightlife. Its history is tangled, but its culture is confident. Bosnia and Herzegovina, a place of mosques and minarets, war scars and unbreakable spirit. Sarajevo, once under siege, is now one of Europe's most welcoming cities. Montenegro offers fjord-like bays and rugged mountains, all within a few hours' drive. North Macedonia pulses with its own rhythm, a mix of Slavic, Greek and Ottoman legacies. And Albania, once completely cut off from the world, is now being called the next big travel hotspot. Think turquoise beaches, towering Alps, ancient ruins, and a hospitality that's shockingly genuine. You see, Eastern Europe isn't one place. It's dozens. It's not a region frozen in time. It's a collision of history and modernity, of East and West, tradition and innovation. It's poets and coders, folk songs and trap beats, Orthodox churches and rave basements. It's a place where World War II and Wi-Fi exist on the same street. Where people joke about history because they've survived too much to take anything too seriously. And yes, there's still struggle. Some countries face political turmoil, rising authoritarianism, economic gaps and brain drain. But that's only part of the story. The rest is resilience, creativity, growth, and a very real sense of don't underestimate us again. So if you still think Eastern Europe is just grey buildings and gloomy headlines, you haven't been paying attention. Because behind every Western whisper about decline, there's an entire region dancing, building, coding, cooking and calling your bluff. This isn't the other half of Europe. It's the beating heart of the continent, and it's time the world recognized it. If you're ready to challenge your worldview, subscribe for more global deep dives like this, right here on EdNerd Explains.